Nutrition, Diet, and Wellness Part 3. Synergy and Deficiency. Data compiled by the U.S. Department of Agriculture indicate that at least 40% of the people in this country routinely consume a diet containing only 60% of the recommended daily allowance of each of 10 selected nutrients. This means that close to half of the very light population suffer from a deficiency of at least one important nutrient. The following table indicates which vitamins and minerals are necessary to correct certain deficiencies. There are certain cautions that you should take into account when taking supplements. Antibiotics interfere with the natural balance of normal intestinal flora needed to produce vitamin K, which is necessary for normal blood clotting and maintaining the integrity of the bones. Clearly, a healthy diet must provide a proper balance of the 4 essential nutrients, as well as a rich supply of vitamins, minerals, and other micronutrients. However, it is not enough simply to purchase foods that are high in complex carbohydrates, fiber, and complementary proteins and low in saturated fats. Food also must be free of harmful additives, and it must be prepared in a way that preserves its nutrients and avoids the production of harmful substances. When nutritionists talk about diet, they are referring to live whole foods and processed food with nothing added or taken away. Whole foods are more healthful because they contain no potentially harmful ingredients. In addition, plant foods are full of hundreds of phytochemicals that can help prevent disease and keep the body healthy. Avoid foods that contain additives and artificial ingredients. Additives are placed in foods for a number of reasons: to lengthen shelf life, to make a food more appealing by enhancing color, texture, or taste, to facilitate food preparation, or to otherwise make the product more marketable. Phytochemical. For many years, researchers have recognized that diets high in fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes appear to reduce the risk of a number of diseases, including cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure when compared with diets high in meat. Now researchers have discovered that fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes contain yet another group of health-promoting nutrients. Called phytochemicals, these substances appear to be powerful ammunition in the war against cancer and other disorders. Phytochemicals are the biologically active substances in plants that are responsible for giving them color, flavor, and natural disease resistance. To understand how phytochemicals protect the body against cancer, it is necessary to understand that cancer formation is a multi-step process. Phytochemicals seem to fight cancer by blocking one or more of the steps that lead to cancer. Other phytochemicals are known to prevent cancer in other ways. Flavonoids, found in citrus fruits and berries, keep cancer-causing hormones from latching onto cells in the first place. Genistein, found in soybeans, kills tumors by preventing the formation of the capillaries needed to nourish them. Though no long-term human studies have shown that specific phytochemicals stop cancer, research on phytochemicals supports the more than 200 studies that link lowered cancer risk with a diet rich in grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables. Moreover, Animal and in vitro studies have demonstrated how some phytochemicals prevent carcinogens from promoting the growth of specific cancers. For instance, the phytochemical phenethyl isothiocyanate, found in cabbage and turnips, has been shown to inhibit the growth of lung cancer in rats and mice. Researchers have been able to isolate some phytochemicals, and a number of companies are now selling concentrates that contain phytochemicals obtained from vegetables such as broccoli. These may be used as supplemental sources of some of these nutrients. However, such pills should not be seen as replacements for fresh whole foods. Because several thousand phytochemicals are currently known to exist and because new ones are being discovered all the time, no supplement can possibly contain all of the cancer fighters found in a shopping basket full of fruits and vegetables. Fortunately, it is easy to get a healthy dose of phytochemicals at every meal. Almost every grain, legume, fruit, and vegetable tested has been found to contain these substances. Moreover, unlike many vitamins, these substances do not appear to be destroyed by cooking or other processing. Certain additives, like sugar, are derived from natural sources. Other additives, like aspartame, are made synthetically. Sweeteners derived from natural sources include sucralose, the compound used in Splenda. Sucralose is synthesized from sucrose and appears to be inert metabolically, which would make it ideal for people with diabetes. Although many additives are used in very small amounts, it has been estimated that the average American consumes about 5 pounds of additives per year. If you include sugar, the food processing industry's most used additive, the number jumps to 135 pounds a year. Anyone whose diet is high in processed products clearly consumes a significant amount of additives and artificial ingredients. Is aspartame a safe sugar substitute? Due to America's obsession with dieting, the popularity of aspartame has soared. Because it is about 200 times sweeter than sugar, much smaller amounts of aspartame are needed to sweeten the taste of foods. This artificial sweetener pervades supermarket shelves, is especially prevalent in diet foods, and can be found in a number of products, including instant breakfasts, breath mints, cereals, sugar-free chewing gum, cocoa mixes, coffee beverages, frozen desserts, gelatin desserts, juice beverages, laxatives, milk drinks, multivitamins, non-prescription pharmaceuticals, shake mixes, soft drinks, tabletop. Actually, aspartame has been tested for more than 30 years in over 200 studies, and so far all have concluded that it is a safe product, and can be used by almost everyone, including children and pregnant women. This is true not only in the United States, but also in France, Great Britain, and Europe as a whole. By now, the subject has become so emotional that it is difficult to separate fact from fancy. An entire cottage industry exists to educate people on the safety of this one sweetener. Proponents claim that neither aspartame nor its components accumulate in the body, and that the chemical components are used in the body in exactly the same way as those derived from natural foods. The amounts of the chemicals are also quite small compared to those gained from other food sources. For instance, a serving of low-fat milk contains about 6 times more phenylalanine and 13 times more aspartic acid than does the same quantity of diet soda sweetened with 100% aspartame. In the same vein, a serving of tomato juice has 6 times more methanol than an equivalent diet soda. All the voices claim that the sale of aspartame must be stopped, and the conspiracy between the manufacturer, the FDA, and an entire cast of players, some quite unlikely, needs to be exposed.